Wherever you're from, chances are the word for mother in your language has the sound ma in it. In Mandarin, Swahili or Arabic, it's mama. In Tamil, amma. In Hebrew, imma. And even the English word starts with ma. These languages come from opposite ends of the earth, from families that split so long ago they share almost nothing else. And yet, every single one landed on nearly the same word for mother. The reason might seem obvious. A word this widespread must be ancient, one original word from some early language handed down from the first humans to every language we speak today. But there's a problem. Language doesn't really work that way, especially not over timescales this large. The English we speak today sounds almost the same as it did 100 years ago. But push back a few centuries and you'd struggle to follow half of what's being said. Push back even further and you'd have to learn a completely new language. So how did the word for mother stay the same across all that time and across such distant corners of the world? Is it a coincidence, or can we actually trace where the word came from? A word that genuinely gets passed down generation to generation never survives the trip intact. It gets worn away and takes on a life of its own. Someone mishears it here, a small mispronunciation there, and before long the word sounds completely different. Take the word wheel, follow it all the way back to its origin, and it sounded something like kweklos, an ancient proto-indo-european word for roughly the thing that turns and turns. Over the millennia, it wore down into the single syllable we use today, wheel. That's the fingerprint of a truly inherited word. Every language that inherits it reshapes it a little until it's unrecognizable from where it started, like a coin wrapped smooth in 1,000 different pockets. Even the word for mother does this. Mother in English, madre in Spanish, mata in Sanskrit, all descend from the same inherited word, one ancestor whose children each took their own path down separate branches. But that only happens within a single family of languages. It doesn't explain why the word for mother is the same across completely different families. So let's continue the hunt. Mama really is more stubborn than other words. Think about it. If it had truly been passed down from one ancient language, it would have splintered into different branches the way it did between English and Spanish, but it didn't. Some words really do look alike across unrelated families, but usually for a simple reason. They were borrowed, passed from one language to its neighbor. Take sugar, for example. Its origin is in Sanskrit as sharkar. Then you can follow it step by step into Persian as shakar, Arabic sukkar, Latin sukkarum, French sukr, and finally English sugar, leaving a trail the whole way. Different families, similar words, with a clear trail of footprints to follow. But ma leaves no footprint at all. There is no evidence it ever traveled anywhere. It simply appeared on its own in every corner of the world at once. And no, this isn't just modern English quietly spreading mama around the globe either. These words are documented in language after language, centuries before English ever reached them, far too old to be borrowed from it. So, another dead end. If it had been inherited, it would sound completely different by now. If it had been borrowed, we could trace it back to a single source. Neither is true. The origin of ma lies somewhere else entirely, somewhere unexpected. The truth is, the word is being manufactured right now, everywhere in the world, all at the same time. How? Let's do a quick exercise. Open your mouth and make a sound. What comes out is ah. Now keep that sound going and simply press your lips together. You'll get an M. Open your mouth again. You'll get ama. Now do it a couple of times. Congratulations, you've just invented the word for mother without even meaning to. This is almost always one of the very first sounds any of us make when we're only months old. That's right, the factories churning out the word for mother are lying in cribs right now, babies babbling their first sounds. So why ma? Well, try making any other vowel, e, o, or u, and you have to twist your mouth into different shapes. Easy enough for you, but for a baby only months old, that's a big feat. So the simplest possible word they can make is mama by making a sound and just opening and closing their mouths. The babble comes out exactly like the sound you made a few seconds ago. Now here's the part that makes it human. When babies begin to babble, they don't mean mother. They have no idea what the word means. They're just beginning to learn to use their own bodies. It's the adults who assign the meaning. They hear the sound the baby makes and take it for themselves, and most often, that first sound gets pinned to the person closest to the baby, the mother. Although it's not the case everywhere. In some languages, the meaning lands somewhere else entirely. In Georgian, mama means father. Their word for mother is deda. In Hindi, ma means mother, but mama means uncle. The sound is just raw material. Each culture decides what it means. So it's not an iron rule, but it is a powerful preference. The real pattern is a nasal sound for mother, an M or an N, and a clear majority of the world's languages carry it. In fact, if every language on Earth vanished overnight, the odds are good that the new ones rising to replace them would use the same sound for mother all over again. So, the most common family word in the world turns out to have no family at all. Not an heirloom handed down from the first humans, just a sound every baby makes and a grown-up who decides to keep it. It's older than any language because the mouth that makes it came first. And it's newer than all of them because somewhere, right now, a baby is making it again for the very first time and someone is leaning in, certain it means them.